basically saying that Kevin Durant doesn't want to go to the Minnesota Timberwolves and he wanted to go to the Knicks, but the Knicks said no, 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 no. Check out the NBA Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. So yeah, I mean, shit, he don't want to be in Minnesota. People say the state tax. I'm like, what about the state taxes in New York? And maybe you gonna make that up in endorsements and all that, but forget it. Like I told y'all, how we look at destinations for players, players don't look at it that way, and they shouldn't look at it that way to a certain extent. You know, we like, okay, that's all Minnesota needs is that final piece. They look at places where they can have fun, they can go out. They don't look at sports as a business. They look at it as from where you would. If they say you got an opportunity to stay in Houston or Minnesota, they're going to go to Minnesota, even though if they ain't got no chance to really win in Houston. I'm not saying that's the case. They just going where, you know, they're going to have the most fun at. Somebody was telling me on Facebook, I posted something about John Wall, you know, about a story about, you know, John Wall at the club. He said one time, you know, they went to the game in D.C. after the club. They went to the club after the game in D.C. Some random people down the post. He said John Wall and them beat them to the club after the game. I'm telling y'all, they look at it as a lifestyle thing. Even though KD in the twilight of his career, he still want to have a certain lifestyle. He don't really care about. They don't care about winning championships. Y'all really think these players care about winning championship? Remember Jeff Teague said he don't really care about the championship. They care about the money and the lifestyle. That's it. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about championships. They don't care nothing about that. They care about where are the best spots to eat, where the hoes at. They care about shit like that. You could think motherfucker 40 years old still thinking like that as far as the hoes, but that's how they think. So how we see, like, damn, Minnesota could be the final piece in Minnesota and they can win it. They like, no, I won't go no damn Minnesota. Ain't nothing to do there. And you thinking like, damn, nigga, you're on the road the majority of the year. When the season over, well, you can just go back. You know, but then they can say, I want to deal with the snow. So they get to that point. So it's like the mission ain't, let's win a championship. The mission is like, I want to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to go to the retirement home. That's why, you know, you hear, they don't have, people say they don't have a passion. They don't do nothing for the fans. No, they don't do shit for the fans no more. The people that pay their bills, the people that support they say fuck them. You go to the game, you say you got a Christmas gift, or you say your money go to the game as a kid, and then the superstars don't even show up. It's like, all right, man, fuck basketball, fuck football. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about the fans. They don't even like hooping. Most of them guys don't have a love for hooping. If you love something and you really like what you do, you love to do it. It's gonna be hard for them to keep you off the floor. Remember the NBA had the campaign back in the day, I love this game. They don't love the game no more. You know, they game was never to win. A lot of the people feel like they made it when they got drafted, and that's end all be all. These guys ain't competitive no more, bro. And that's kind of one of the things that I feel like some people feel like that's been missing with Kevin Durant. He really don't have the will to win. You know what I'm saying? So it really don't seem like he felt he really got that spirit. You know, he good at everything, but it just seemed like he just don't really have a drive. And maybe that's because he's such an easygoing guy, but it don't seem like he really like how Kobe had that passion and Jordan had that passion. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem like he's passionate about the game. You know? Kind of like he'll go with the flow type of guy. You know? Like, I've kind of felt that way with LeBron. Like, he probably had the weight of the world on winning, but he knew the NBA was going to make sure he won. It's like, you know, it's kind of hard to dedicate your time when you're productive to watching sports because it's passionless. It's all scripted. Even that last Thunder game, the game that they played in the last on Indiana game, before I watched that game, I didn't get the chance to do a review. I was busy. That man shot like 8 free throws in like 3 minutes. I'm like, man, like they blatantly cheated Indiana to make it go longer. It's just like, it's like when you peep it, you can't unsee it. You kind of see what I'm saying? So you just like, I get it. You know, you see the Cooper flag shit, you know, you like, I get it. But him going to the Knicks, I mean, they didn't want him. It was a smart move to do. Wherever KD goes, it just seemed like a team kind of go down. Like I said before, he just don't seem, you know, like Like I said, he don't seem like, oh, he want to win, bro. Like, he don't seem like he trying to will nobody to win. He just want to hoop, go through the motions. I wouldn't want him on my team, bro, at this point. I think he's a very, very talented player, but I really wouldn't be tripping if he was on my team or not. So, but the Knicks did the right thing. Why sit there and consolidate more, for more, a superstar that's about to be 37 years old by the time the next season starts? Why do that? The Knicks do anything. If you take one of those guys or two of those guys and trade them, why not trade into 3 or 4 pieces to put around Cat and Jalen Brunson and whoever you choose to pick? This don't make no sense. They talking about going to get Jaren Jackson Jr. Why would you go get you had 2 of the softest big motherfuckers in the league with Jackson Jr. and Karl Anthony Towns. Why does that make sense? That doesn't make sense, bro. I just don't get the way they think. Like, you don't need another superstar. You need depth. Why not? If you're going to trade Mikal Bridges, why not at least trade them for and get multiple guys? That's my thing. Why not trade them and get multiple guys? Why not trade them and get 2 or 3 solid guys that can help you and fill out your rotation? Y'all want to do the same thing. Let's trade 2 guys and get one big name like Kevin Durant or a big name like Jaren Jackson Jr. Like, you're not going to win like that, bro. I ain't going to win like that. So, I really don't think they understand the concept of building a championship caliber team. I don't really think they get that concept. So, but like I said, I think it was the right move to pass on them. I think if they do anything, trade Mikal Bridges or some of them dudes, keep OG, keep Brunson, keep Cat, maybe trade Mitchell Robinson and Bridges, get about 3 or 4 solid guys, and put it around, Hard and Brunson and OG and Cat and fill that lineup up, bro. Put a team around it. But they can get by with what they got. They learn how to stagger minutes. They learn how to stagger the minutes. But Kevin Durant, it ain't the right move, bro. Let Durant go somewhere. I feel like he should go back to the Thunder, win, lose, or draw for them, or win or lose, go back there and be there. But he ain't the answer to get Houston over the hump. He ain't the answer to get Minnesota over the hump. He just need to go to a good place and retire. That's all Kevin Durant needs to do. He not going to get you over the hump. Too old. Now, if you a team that's like Indiana or Thunder, yeah, he get you over the hump. But Houston, they need too much more. He ain't the answer to get Houston over the hump. He ain't the answer. He ain't got the answers. But hey, that's my opinion. Check out the NBA playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree. Check out my Free Game 89 channel, my Detroit channel. Follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.